Hello friends, I'm continuing with my UPSC FAQ series. I've decided to make short videos on the most common questions that you all ask me on my Instagram, Facebook or here in the comments. Although I wish to answer and help each one of you personally, it's not possible because of my work and the busy schedule. But I do read your comments and it encourages me to keep guiding you. So whenever I have time, I will make such short videos on common issues. My viewpoint may differ from other toppers, so please use your discretion and take what suits you. For previous FAQ topics like these, see the earlier videos on our channel. Also, if you have any doubts, please feel free to connect with me on Instagram or on Twitter. I will read your messages and make further videos on these topics. So coming back to today's topic, the common questions that I get are, I read a lot, I remember it temporarily, but then I forget. There is so much to read, how should I remember everything? I read something new and then I forget everything that I have read before. I remember it now, but I cannot remember it during the exam. I was not a sharp student in my college. Maybe it's just too much for me. Maybe ये मेरे बस का नहीं है. So let me tell you friends, we are different people. We have different brains, different abilities and different strengths. Not everyone has the same memory power. So we have to identify our strengths and weaknesses and play to our strengths. We have to be more creative and adapt new techniques. If you take a look at the UPSC examination, the prelims is mostly memory based. And although mains and interview are analytical, but memory plays a crucial role. Now people say that one should have clear concepts. But if you see, what are these concepts? These are basically facts that we have to remember and then connect them together with a logic. That's how a concept is formed. So now that we know that memory is important, let me tell you that it's okay to forget. If you're forgetting, congratulations, you're normal. It's okay to forget even after revisions. If people stop forgetting, those reading for many years or those who have a sharper brain than us might have an advantage. We should remember that everyone forgets, but not everyone forgets selectively. We have to train our brain in that way. So बाकी complex फंडे छोड़ो. I'll give you a simple mantra. देखो सबसे important है that we have to remember stuff in exam. For that we need effective revisions. And how do we make it effective? By two things. One is proper study techniques and proper revision schedule. So let's go through them one by one. First is study techniques. First reading. First reading is extremely important. In this reading itself, you have to memorize or conceptualize whatever you are reading, otherwise there is no use. If you are reading a page, you either have to form a good memory of it, उसको याद कर लो, या फिर form concepts, वरना पढ़ के कोई फायदा नहीं है. Identify what you are going to forget easily, mark it well. Compile. Compile things from different sources into one source. The lesser the number of books for revision, the better. Create your own success notes. Now what are success notes? These are the short notes that you are going to use for successful revision. It should consist of heading, keywords and key facts and figures. For quick revision, the principle is when you make a success note or a short note, it should take 1/10 of the time that it has taken for you to read the original page. So if you are reading something in 60 minutes, it should take you 5 to 6 minutes to complete it through your revision notes. Now I'll tell you the importance of visual memory. When you read the same thing from the same book, same page with markings, writings, with sticky notes, it helps you in forming good visual memory and you can recollect it during the exams. If you find something important on the internet, take screenshots, take photos and make separate folders of it. Also, the importance of audio repetitions. Audio repetitions or recordings are important because when you record something in your own voice, you are focused and you can stress on the important parts of it so that when you don't have time to read or if you're bored, you can just go through your own recordings and memorize it. The next thing is discussion and forced discussions. I call it forced discussions because if you think that something is important, something is difficult, tell it to your friends, to your family or to yourself. When you do that, you kind of revise the thing and memorize it better. And then there are memory techniques like mnemonics and flowcharts. You already know about it. For effective revisions, it is important to know what and when to revise. What to revise? As we have discussed, our own success notes. And when to revise it? During the revision hour, which is 1 hour every morning before starting the study, and the edge hour, which is going to give you an edge over the competition, half an hour every night before sleeping. I know it does sound like a doctor's prescription, but take it from me, it has helped me. So the timing of these hours is important. If you wish to know about it in detail, check the prelims and mains videos in our Another important question is, how many revisions do we need? Some people say that they have completed 3, 4, 5, 6 revisions. Do we need so many revisions? No. One good reading and one final revision with multiple small revisions throughout the year by means of our revision hour, edge hour is enough. We should also have some schedule with us. So daily, force yourself to remember what you have read last day, last week in the revision hour. Try to remember the headings, and if you do that, you'll see that your confidence will rise. Weekly, every Sunday, try to revise most important success notes. And 2 to 3 months before prelims, you should start revising for prelims, dedicated time for prelims itself, because prelims needs a lot of memorization. And during this time, you need to prioritize. You cannot revise everything at once. So the sequence that I have given is polity, geography, history, economics, and then the other subjects in that sequence, and current affairs could be done simultaneously every day. This has worked for me. See if it suits you. Friends, there is a reason behind everything that is being suggested here. Also remember that you need to cut the clutter. No extra load on your brain. Your brain is already doing a lot. There are already enough books, materials to revise. Don't add too much more to it. Do not aim at revising and remembering the test papers. This is a common mistake. Tests are to identify the weak areas and to strengthen them with the help of the books that you have already read. Read it from the source that you have already done. Mark it in that source. You can make the same mistake again. For a select few very important question and answers, you can take a picture and save it in folders and then revise it again and again. Note down or paste important points in the same books. Avoid the temptation to revise all the test papers. Friends, please believe in your brain. It's a powerful, powerful machine. Help your brain in remembering things. Help it in maximizing its output. And for those who are interested, we have heard of large scale trials being conducted on UPSC aspirants, especially in Rajendra Nagar, on students who are trying all sorts of things to improve their memory. Let's see if it works for them, but for all others, try these techniques and see if it helps you in remembering the stuff better and reproducing it better in your exams. All the best, Jai Hind,